Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I came up with a solution for a JS developers, which is commonly occurred in. I think you also see this type of error like cannot convert an undefined or null to object. This is actually occurs when we are trying to access an undefined or null thing, and if we try to access something, that means if we try to access some attribute or some function, then we get this error. So let's solve it. So okay, uh, first let me create a small JS file. .js. Yeah, okay. uh, Now I create some type of some data, so you have to be very patient. It's just a simple data. So guys, okay, let's create some currency. Yeah, so let's make it array array of objects. Okay, now I'm creating the first object whose values are like name, country 1, and then currencies. So I am creating an empty object, and in that I want to place some value like C1, some value V1. Let's say I make it as key 1, and then value V1, value 1. Okay, I completed an object. So let's create another object. Yeah, I made it to country 2, and then in the currencies I make it as key 2, value 2. So I am creating another object. So now remove this currencies property from this object, and I make it as country 3. So I traverse through the objects, which is I traverse through the objects of currency, and then I try to access the currencies property. Then you already get my point, like in the third object we do not have currencies, then we must get the uh, we must get this error like cannot get undefined or null to object. So then we can we are unable to solve this error, but we can solve we can try to stop this error. That means to display this error, and we can just continue from that nullable object to next object. So I'll show you what will happen. So we are passing object to arrow function, and then we are going to access it. Okay, vj dot currencies. I'm using map here. I'm going to print this. So if we run this, we will definitely get the error which is already known to you. Yeah, now I'm running this HTML file and we'll see this output in the browser only. Then we'll try to easily solve the error when we run our application in the browser. Yeah, wait, we are getting L is not defined, so let's try to solve it. Okay, this is the error. Okay, I'm modifying it. Yeah, here you will see cannot convert undefined or null to object, and before that we get the values like key1 and key2. As here you see key1 and key2 are present in the currencies object. That means object which is act as a value of these currencies, and for the first object we do not get any error, for the second object we do not get any error. That means we get the values like key1 and key2 which are present in like this key1 and key2, but in the third object we do not have currencies property, so we get this error like cannot convert undefined or null to object, because uh, when we are traversing using this map function, then after completion of these two objects, at the third object we are unable to access currencies property in the third object. So if we try to perform any operation on that null value, then we say that cannot convert undefined or null to object. That means in the in this keys function we must want to pass the object, but here we are passing null. So it's showing like this. So I'll also try to show you what is happening there, like yeah, I am going to run this. So you see, key 1 value 1. So for the first object we get this thing, for the second object we get this as output, for the third object we do not have currencies as property, so we get undefined. So here we are performing operation on undefined value, so we got that error. So where we can solve by just placing if obj dot currencies, this is already known to you, just I am demonstrating it. If obj dot currencies not equals to null, then only we want to enter into this. Yeah, so that's the solution, guys. Thank you.